Hi, my name is Carmela, and all the other videos I have forgotten to mention that the deck that I've been using is Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Raleigh Valentine. I've been using this tarot deck for a long time, although I have many other ones. This is the one that kind of sings to me a little bit, a lot actually. I like it because I like fairies, and I didn't realize how much I like fairies until I purchased this deck. So this reading is going to be for the sign of Virgo for the month of August 2018. So I'll start by shuffling the decks just a little bit, not too much, and then I'll just part the cards in half. And I'll do it in 4 sections. The first one is going to be the energies for the month of August 2018 for the sign of Virgo. And it's just the theme of the whole month, more than anything. The second one is the challenge. So it's kind of like the obstacle, but there's no such things as obstacles in life. They're only challenges that you must conquer. The third one is the advice. So it's basically what the guidance is if you go to a therapist, this is what they will tell you what to do. So I think. Never been to one. The fourth one is gonna be about this is the result of the reading. So this is the gift that the universe gives you as well. It can be seen as that. So, and hopefully it turns out to be amazing for you. Oh, okay. So far, so good. The first card is the Chariot. Okay, let's talk about 2 things about the Chariot. The challenging part about it and the amazing part of it. So the challenging part comes through driving your own life in your own emotional state, as well as you being the leader of your own life. That's the challenging part. The amazing part is the fact that you're driving your own life. So you're the one responsible for making the choices that you need to make. You're the one responsible if your life is not going as great as you are. And I mean, that's a good thing, because that means that you can change it. If you're the one that's responsible for making certain choices, you're responsible for changing it if you don't like it. So let's say you gain 500 pounds. I didn't gain 500 pounds. I gained, let's just not talk about it. But I gained some weight and then I lost some, which is good. So it's that idea that if you gain some weight, it's because you did it to yourself. No one else did it for you. So you are the one responsible for making the little steps every single day that will get you to, losing the weight if that's what you want to do. This is just an example, but it applies to every aspect of your life. So if you don't like how your love life goes, and you're the one responsible for it. So what is it that you can do to move forward? Do you need to go to dating? Do you need to change the way you approach individuals, or can you look at other people, men or women, in a different light? That's what this Chariot means. The challenge is unity. It's actually not bad. In traditional tarot, I think this is a Hierophant. No, it definitely is a Hierophant. This is about tradition, following a dogma. It's about you uniting your ideals with the mass. So that's what I mean by dogma. When you go to religious ceremonies, you're following a dogma that everybody decides to follow together. So this is actually your challenge. It's almost like you have been listening to a voice that everyone else has told you to listen to. And that's what is making the obstacle in your life. That means that, for instance, like when you were a child, you wanted to climb Mount Everest, and your parents told you you're gonna die, and you believe them. That's following that dogma. Someone else told you that if you do it, you were gonna die. And this is what the challenge is. Whatever it applies to you in whatever area of your life, that's what this means. Following someone else's dogma or tradition that has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. But the Chariot is there, so that means that you chose at one point of your life, even if you were just a child, you chose to listen to it. Okay, the next one is your, let me see this one. This is your advice. I think this has to do with you speaking your mind, or finding the inner voice in you that's the real voice. What I mean by this is when I was describing this idea that there's voices in your head that are dogmatic, that come from generations and generations, that create some sort of like challenge for you. If it's in money, maybe it's, if it's in finances, maybe it's that voice in your head that told you, oh, our family has always been poor, therefore you're always going to be poor. So you start believing that and acting like a poor person. And I don't mean there's anything wrong with a poor person, but I'm talking about the idea that you don't deserve enough to get something, whether it's love or getting like a beautiful tarot card decks. I don't know, it's your life, not mine. But the Ace of Winter is talking about achieving some sort of clarity within your own mind, listening to the true voice and being truth. Speak your truth, because this card is also about communications. In traditional tarot, this is the swords, so deal with communication and intellect. It's your mind above everything, is your freaking mind. So it's getting that clarity. The last one is called the Seven of Spring. This is about moving on and moving forward, not allowing anything to back to that. So at the beginning of the reading, I talked about how an example of you have always wanted to climb Mount Everest, and you listen to your parents, and you listen to your parents for years because you thought you were gonna die if you ever do it. This is about finally flying free and allowing yourself to do what you truly want. I think this is great, because that means that after you get that clarity, because this is what this means, after you get the clarity from your own mind and listening to your inner truth voice, you're finally able to assert yourself and say, hey, I do want to climb Everest. This is a very figurative way of understanding what your Mount Everest means for you. So your Mount Everest may mean opening a business, or approaching that cute guy that you always wanted to date. I don't know, whatever you want. So that's it. Thank you for watching.